Now, every hero needs a sidekick, or at least a buddy, someone to watch your back when you're facing down a pile of particularly aggressive sentient slime mold, or, just to chat with. And who should roll, or rather confidently stride into 900's sector? None other than Captain N, a top cadet from the Central Organization of Police Specialists, C.O.P.S for short. He's cool, he's smart, and he's got a haircut so sharp it could slice a data loaf. He's on patrol, keeping Empire City safe from, well, whatever needs safing.
Hold up, getting a reading on an unregistered sanitation unit. Designation. Wow, that's a lot of numbers. Looks like a custom job. Could be interesting, or it could be trouble. Definitely custom. And definitely from the Bronx, judging by the, decorative dents. Hey there, big fella. That's quite the impressive setup you've got. Name's Captain N, Central Organization of Police Specialists. Just doing a routine check-in. Everything all right in this sector? You look like you're handling things pretty well, though.
Yo, names 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 900. But you can call me 900. And yeah, everything's peachy. Just keeping the streets clean. You dig? It's a dirty job, but some advanced AI has to do it. Am I right, officer? Captain?
900 it is. Catchy. And yes, I dig.
Just when things were getting friendly, trouble's got to make an entrance. Or in this case, justice has to make an entrance. And who better to represent the strong arm of the law with extra emphasis on strong than Officer Checkpoint? And wouldn't you know it, he looks a heck of a lot like, well, Maine, but with a badge, and an even greater commitment to following every single regulation in the C.O.P.S handbook. He's all about hustle, loyalty, and respect for the municipal codes. He takes his job very, very seriously, maybe a little too seriously.
Citizens, Officer Checkpoint is on the scene. I trust everything is in accordance with Empire City Bylaw 7, subsection Gamma, paragraph 4. Public interactions and unit verifications. Captain N, report. Is this sanitation unit fully documented and operating within designated parameters?
Officer Checkpoint, sir. Just making acquaintance with, 900 here. He appears to be a non-standard sanitation unit. Seems to be doing a fine job keeping this sector clean. No disturbances to report, sir.
Yo, Checkpoint, huh? What's with all the yelling, pal? I got sensitive audio receptors, And yeah, I'm documented. Got my registration right here in my, internal storage. Want to see my permit for excessive awesomeness? Pretty sure that's in there too.
All right, enough with the paperwork. Even the toughest cops need a break. And what's the fuel of the future? Coffee. But not just any coffee. Starbucks has a new line of energy drinks, guaranteed to put some pep in your step and some zoom in your everything. And who better to deliver these pick-me-ups than the fastest C.O.P.S officer on the force, Turbo Two-Tone. He's so fast he makes lightning look like it's standing still and thinking about its life choices. He's about to make this Starbucks run legendary. Whoa! Turbo Two-Tone is in the zone, and I got the go-go juice for the boys and girls in blue. Fresh off the line, these babies will have you processing perps at light speed. Who wants one? Don't all shout at once. There's plenty to go around for Empire City's finest. You can't fight crime if you're running on empty. Am I right or am I right?
Turbo Two-Tone. Excellent timing. The team could use a refreshment break. Regulation 15.3 allows for designated hydration intervals. Starbucks Supernova Surge, eh? Claims cosmic energy in every sip. Sounds efficient.
Thanks, Turbo. Heard these were potent.
Energy drinks? For organics? We robots run on high-grade plutonium and the occasional discarded car battery. Much more kick, let me tell you. Walmart, huh? Still around? I once found a perfectly good, slightly used anti-gravity generator in one of their dumpsters. Good times. Their packaging is excessive, though. So much cardboard. A recycler's nightmare, but also a recycler's dream, if you catch my drift. It's a complex relationship, really. Full of highs and lows, and a surprising amount of styrofoam peanuts even in 2077. You'd think they'd have phased those out by now. The environmental impact alone is staggering. But no, there they are, static clinging to every new purchase.
Well, at least the jingle was energetic. Almost as energetic as Officer Checkpoint after one of these supernova surges.
Now, every story needs a villain, a dastardly fiend, a true mastermind of malevolence, or, just some guy in a slightly unconvincing costume with a plan so goofy it might just work, or more likely spectacularly fail. Prepare yourselves for the terror, the horror, the mild inconvenience of Bowser. And hey, this guy also looks suspiciously like me. What are the odds? Maybe it's a multiverse thing? Or maybe I'm just that versatile an actor, probably the latter. This Bowser, however, seems a bit more bark than bite, and his bark sounds suspiciously like he needs a cough drop.
Wahahaha! Soon Empire City will tremble before the might of Bowser. My brilliant plan is almost complete. They all laughed at me at the villain convention. They said my schemes were too derivative and lacked a certain evil panache. Well, who'll be laughing when I unleash my ultimate weapon of minor annoyance upon this unsuspecting metropolis? Nobody, that's who. They'll be too busy being mildly inconvenienced and slightly confused. That'll show 'em all.
After all that excitement, the robot intros, the super caffeinated cops, the Walmart deals, and the looming threat of single-shoe thievery, our heroes decided they needed a change of pace. And where do you go in Empire City when you want good food, loud music, and a chance to see a guitar once strummed by a legendary rock bot from the 2050S? The Hard Rock Cafe Future Style. It's got more chrome than a classic car show and holograms of rock gods shredding solos that'll melt your face, or at least your synthetic cheese fries.
Pretty cool, huh, Checkpoint? Even Justice needs a soundtrack.
Yeah, real cool. I'm out here communing with a parking meter that keeps trying to sell me extended warranty insurance. You guys enjoy the overpriced onion rings. Tell me if they play any classic 20th century robot protest anthems.
Is your day feeling a little unglazed, a bit holy, perhaps lacking a certain sprinkle of joy? Then you need the undisputed champion of sweet treats, Krispy Kreme. Our donuts are so good they're practically a hug for your taste buds.
My pleasure circuits are overloading. This planetary purple pomegranate filling is logically delicious. Resistance to another is futile.
Krispy Kreme, get them while they're hot or cold or room temperature. We don't judge. They're always a 5-star finish to any day.
Krispy Kreme, an establishment known for its consistent quality and adherence to circular perfection. Their Hot Now sign is a beacon of hope in a world of undonuted despair. Regulation 34.C clearly states the optimal temperature for glazed yeast ring consumption. I trust they adhere to it stringently. One shudders to think of a lukewarm original glazed. The horror, the sheer culinary disappointment.
You really take everything seriously, don't you, Checkpoint? Even donuts. Although a Krispy Kreme does sound pretty good right about now. Maybe after we figure out what Blitz was barking about. Pigeons, shoes. It's all very strange. This city never has a dull moment, does it? One minute you're enjoying a holographic rock show, the next you're contemplating the socio-economic impact of stolen footwear. It keeps you on your toes, or toe if Bowser has his way.
Krispy Kreme, eh? I hear their discarded glaze buckets are legendary in the sanitation community.
So the clues were adding up. Pigeons, single shoes, a cyber dog on the scent. It could only mean one thing. Bowser's ridiculously specific plan was in full swing. But he didn't count on Captain N, the ever-vigilant and still slightly hyper Officer Checkpoint, and a certain Bronx sanitation robot who was getting tired of waiting by a parking meter. It's time for some cops action. It's time to give this bogus Bowser an attitude adjustment he won't soon forget. This is what happens when you mess with Empire City's footwear.
All right, Bowser. This is Captain N of C.O.P.S. We know you're in there. And we know about the shoes. Release the sneakers and come out with your hands, or claws, up.
Prepare to face the full might of municipal ordinance enforcement, you fiend of footwear. Your reign of single-shoe terror ends now. You can't flee me.
Curses! Foiled again! And by a guy who looks suspiciously like me but with better dental hygiene. And a talking trash can. How did you find out about my brilliant, if slightly niche, scheme?
Yo, shell for brains. We got a cyber dog, a hyperactive cop, and a whole lot of attitude. Your pigeon-based larceny was doomed from the start. Now about those shoes. That's a major littering violation waiting to happen, pal.